Hi, I'm Kit Byron. I'm the owner of the Rye Racquet Club and the coach of our very successful women's doubles teams. In today's instruction, we're going to talk about where do you stand as the partner of the server. Too many players I see here at my club stand way too close to the net and too close to the singles line here. You should actually stand further back, more or less in the middle of the service box, and in a position where you can move on a V depending on where your partner serves. But first things first, you have to decide, are you going to stay or are you going to cross? For today's instruction, we're going to have two of our international pros help us, Tiago and Flor, and today we're going to show you where do you move when you and your partner have decided to stay. Now, the most important thing to realize is that a ball can only travel straight. It can dip with topspin and it can float low on an angle with a slow slice, but a tennis ball goes straight. So when Tiago is the partner of the server today, he really has to move to a position where he can cut off the return of serve, whether his partner served up the tee or served out wide. Flora will demonstrate how to return the serve and will show how Tiago moves from a neutral position a little further back so he gets some movement to advance up towards the net, and then he'll move off in split step depending on the direction of the serve. The position you take at net will be determined by how well you're able to cut off the ball that is hit to either your forehand or backhand. Physical size, reach, and your own aptitude with the volley will determine your individual position. Let's look at the wide serve first. The floor is pulled out wide in the deuce court. Tiago takes a step in as he hears the contact of the ball. And he moves into a position that allows him to cover his alley, as well as volley a return that is slightly off to his right. Split step as you take your position, so you can pivot in the direction of the return. Tiago needs to move into position so that no more than a step out and across, he can cover both his alley with his backhand and most of the middle territory with his forehand. Notice where Tiago is hitting the volley. Whether the ball was to his forehand or to his backhand, he goes through the middle. And when the ball's away from him, he lets it go. Why? Because he's agreed to stay. His partner will cover that ball. Let's take a look at a tee serve. Tiago is now going to start in the same position prior to the serve, and then move in a step and slide to the new position where he can effectively cover his alley and cover even more territory with a return off to his right. Once again, split step at your new position. Remember, you are still responsible for your alley, and even though it is more difficult for Flora to hit behind Tiago from the tee, he still must be able to step out with his left foot and cut off a well-played ball to his alley. Again, you have decided to stay. Don't expand your range too much farther into your partner's court, as it may be difficult for him to cover your court if you're not able to put the volley away. We've put out two cones. Red, where Tiago just moved there, and now yellow that he moves to when Flora's moved to the tee. The first one signifies red, stop. You're not going to hit my alley. Yellow, caution. He's going to take a little more of a chance to move to the ball, but again, it's not across, so he's not moving across the line. These are the directions that you're going to move when you and your partner have agreed to stay. So work with your partner on your communication skills. Remember, you can either signal or you can communicate verbally in the middle of the court. For the most part, a closed fist is stay and an open palm is cross. And you can talk about it. And once you start getting that down, don't just rely on the random direction of your partner's serve. You can also talk about serving out wide, serving up the tee, or serving into the body. Remember, tennis is a game. Have fun. Play it like a game.